part of Ogun and Ogun State, if you see the number of truck of kola nut that goes into the north every month, do you eat kola? No. For example, maybe in a year I can eat maybe 10 kola nuts. I can tell you the various tonnage of kola nuts going into the north is being produced by Southwestern. Ogun State is the highest producer of egg and broiler in this country. So all the eggs that goes into the north is being produced majorly in Ogun State and some parts of the world. So it is not actually right that one region is in charge of food production. What agriculture is about comparative advantage. There are things you can grow very well in your area, and there are other things you cannot grow. No matter how much we try, we can't meet up with some states in the north in onion production. And no matter how some states in the north try, they cannot match us in broiler and egg and in cocoa and kola nut. Banana, by the time you are moving from the south to the north, when you are reaching Kogi or so, you begin to lose touch of banana and plantain. And it's also an important part of our diet. What about curry? So we depend on each other. And agriculture, people in farming, they are not politicians. So agricultural value chain opportunity must go on. Nobody can say, I want to stop this. If it's happening, it's temporary. Because farmers are not politicians. They are doing business and they want to make their money. Wherever their product is, they go to sell without any barrier. So it's not correct. It's that one region is producing food and another region. We are all contributing to food security based on climate and areas of strength. State is the highest producer of rice in southwestern Nigeria. And we have a lot of rice growing and rice processing going on in the state. And farming is a private sector affair. There's no Ogun State rice farm or this state's rice farm. Rice production is in the hands of farmer and rice value chain operators. By the time you have more people growing rice, you have volume of production and rice. I think we must compare the federal government and various other government on what we have reached at the level we have reached in rice production, because Central Bank of Nigeria is working with some states, including our state, in providing a living environment for young people and farmers to increase rice production by providing them land, credit, fertilizer, markets, and professional activity. So it's when we step up our game in supporting farmers and young people in producing more rice, that will have more rice in the market. And it's not about that. The technical thing there is that people must use technology to produce crop. Are we using irrigation? Are we producing all year round? What about technology to scale bed? What about improved seedling? It's when people get that kind of support that we have increased production, that we beat down the price. It's we beat down the price because people are now producing using technology and they have high yield and they can now voluntarily lower their price. So farmers will not be complaining, and then growers too will not be complaining. Rice will not grow on its own unless we cultivate. It's when we cultivate we'll see it in the market. So I'm aware consumers want to eat foods that are available and cheap, this and that. It all depends on our collective effort in supporting agriculture and also supporting farmers so that they can use technology to grow their crops. But farming is business, and people in charge of funds are also investors who don't want to lose their money. And the area I think we're doing well as government is that there are now efforts to make single-digit loan available for willing farmers. So if the cost of borrowing is less, and then we also speed up our game in assisting farmers with credit facility that will come out at the right time, and then will be single digit, then it's okay. But people who want to borrow money must also be able to produce documents. They must also be ready to take training so that they can increase their yield and pay back their loan. If you borrow money and the yield is still very low, you will be able to pay back your loan and you prevent others from borrowing. I think nobody is spared these days. We all need to improve as government, as farmers, so that we look at agriculture as business. When people go and take their loan to produce bread, they stay there and they make sure they produce high quality bread and they sell and they repay. So if you are also taking money to do agriculture, stay with it. Take training, use technology, and also sell the product. That's what. So people underestimate agriculture. That's the problem. They think that they take the loan, plant it anyhow, and they get low yield, and they able to pay back their loan. The moment we see it as business, and we say that this money, I borrowed 230,000 naira to grow 1 hectare of cassava. Are we taking time to make sure that we use the right variety? Are we taking time to make sure that we plant at the right time? Are we making sure that we look at the right market? So people think those things doesn't matter for Akure unless we change our attitude towards agriculture. Lenders will continue to shy away from risking their money. So most of the time, we want to put their money in other sector other than agriculture because of all the risk involved. So it's left for us to demonstrate that if you do agriculture, we will do good cropping or good business and we'll be able to return our money, just like the guy who borrowed money to produce bread or to stock his shop for production. It's lacking in other countries. To have it in Nigeria. A good number of our population, they are young people who can make things happen. So what we need to do is to continue to attract young people into agriculture by introducing technology, ICT, and climate smart agriculture. By that, young people will come into the scene, use technology, be able to use loan judiciously, and then we can achieve the more desired food security. But it all depends on how much support are we ready to give to agriculture. Support in how do people access land, how do they clear land, how do they get inputs, how do they get money to borrow, who is training them on how to do it, and are we creating market opportunity for them. So by the time we support the young population with this, we can attain food security. Anywhere in the world, farmers must be supported. But what is different from country to country is who is supporting them, who is giving the support. In some Western country, farmers are like they're very strong, very powerful, more than because it's whatever they want that the country will do. So in any scene, in any scenario, we must support farmers and farming. If you do that, we attain self-sufficiency because we have the land, we have the population that can make things happen in any sector.